Started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the sight faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jacking crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script is how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. Put the gear behind me, changing scenes. So through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strum, curing and chill for cracking jokes. We'll stop the thrill. In the end, the Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 23rd of August, 2025, and welcome back to the channel. I received an email this week from Starlink, as many people might have, and it's a confusing email detailing changes to Starlink plans, in particular the standby mode. If you use Starlink like I do, very, very sporadically. In fact, what is it now? It's August. Well, hang on a second. It's the 23rd of August. This must be close to the day that I left last year. Let me just check. Go back a year from now, 2024, August. Did Marty and I don't have it in my calendar anymore. Marty and I must have left on our trip pretty much this weekend. Yeah. And so that's the last time I've used my Starlink. It's sat here the whole time since then on what they used to call pause. And therefore I wasn't getting a bill because I'm not using it. When you want to use it, you just unpause it and then you start getting billed. Now, actually, to be clear, this is not the same Starlink. I downsized from the Gen 2 to the Mini, but the point is the same. My contract was on pause because I wasn't using it. I was going to get ready to start using it for my Tasmania road trip, but now they've just changed their plans. Get this. This is the email I got. This is crazy. Starlink, stay paused with standby mode. It says, we've upgraded the pause feature to include standby mode so you can stay connected even when you're not using your regular service plan. Sounds good, doesn't it? No, doesn't. For $8.50 per month, you'll now have unlimited low-speed data, perfect for calls, texts, and instant reactivation during emergencies or in dead zones. You'll also continue to receive software updates to keep your system up to date. To opt in, this is critical. To opt in and stay paused, click confirm standby mode and follow the steps before the 13th of September, here's the kicker. If no action is taken by that date, your paused service line will be cancelled. So if you don't do anything, they're going to can it entirely. That's lame, right? That's lame. That's like saying, so you've got something of ours. You don't need it to use it. So you're not paying to use it because you're not using it. But instead of allowing that to take place, we're going to charge you just to have this thing, even if you're not using it. Now, a lot of RV users, motorhomes, grey nomads, travelers, backpackers, a lot of people are using these now. Are they all going to get slung for this $8.50 a month when they're not even using it? Why is it not? Why has that plan changed? So what happened to just, I'm not using it. I've got it in situ. It's on the van. When I need to use it, I go into my app, turn it back on, start getting billed. Why are we now getting billed for something we don't, like this concept of getting unlimited low-speed data, perfect for calls and texts. You know what's better for that? Your phone, right? If you've got a phone, which most people do have, you've got a phone. You don't need this. This is extremely rad for live stream content, for creating content, for watching content when you're away from the big cities. This is perfect for this. This new plan, the only thing this new plan's doing for me is thinking, maybe it's time to look into the competitor for Starlink. Starlink has had this market right by the gonads, if you like. It's been holding it because they were the first to market. But Amazon has their own Kuiper low Earth orbit satellite system for internet. So I want to learn a little about that today. Now, as it stands, I am not going to do anything with this. I'm going to let it ride and they're going to cancel my service. What I plan to do after the 13th of September, when I need to use this again, my plan is I just will sign up again. I'll start a new account and my account will be called my name, my first and last name, 2. And I'll just go and use it. And then when I don't need it, I'll just end the account. And then when I need it, I'll just start a new account. If they're going to force new accounts on you or force you to pay $8.50 a month for something you're not going to, like this is physically sat in my room, hasn't been attached to my vehicle since August last year. Am I supposed to pay $8.50 for that every month? That's just crazy, right? That's so, like, Elon. Okay, political shit aside, he's losing it, right? He's losing it. And this might be one indicator of that. Well, this is one indicator of that. So what I want to do here on this stream, aside from many other things which we'll get to later on, but up front, I want to take a look at this Project Kuiper, which is Amazon's low Earth orbit satellite broadband network. It's very, very similar to Starlink. I want to find out what are the key differences. There's 2 YouTube videos I've got lined up. We're going to do that. Before we do that, I just want to sort of sidestep a little. I've just had a BCC cut out of my arm here. So I'm at that process now, which we've been in before, where I'm kind of sensitive to the touch. This is yesterday. So it's been, the first night was last night, pretty awkward to sleep with. Pretty big wound. Apparently, like the nurse was saying it's about that big. So it's a substantial gash that got taken out. And the doctor said, what was the term? Something about when the thing does the thing and it needs more oxygen to create more blood, they have to dig in deeper, and then they got to use a zapper or a cordrazone. They had to singe, solder almost my nerves, my veins, not the nerves, my veins. The nerves, that would be horrible. I had to solder my I'm going to say veins. They had to solder, yeah, my veins. It is my veins. They had to solder the veins back together because they were just spurting out too much blood. I'm not great with needles. I mean, nobody is, I guess, but I'm okay with them, but I'm not bad. But the problem with this job, this surgery, this minor surgery yesterday, it was so close to my ear. So he's cutting and like they've got the injection in and you can't feel any pain. You can feel tugging and movement, but you can't feel pain. It just feels all numb. But you can hear this I'm like, dude, that's like all of my senses are heightened because I've lost one sense. I've lost the sense of feeling. So my sense of hearing is on point, and all I'm hearing is you. And I was like, okay, what else can I tried changing my thoughts. I tried thinking about happy things. I won't tell you what I was thinking about, but I were definitely happier things to think of. Hello, Sophia, if you're watching. And then it started raining. So I was like, okay, cool, it's raining. I can listen to the rain. So I listened to the rain instead of the hacking away. An hour later, we're all done and it's been stitched up. I got 5 internal sutures. I've never understood that word. Just call them stitches. 5 internal sutures and 12 on the top. So that's going to be a nasty scar, right? 12 stitches. Now that's how you say that word, stitches. There is that T, stit. No, stitches. There's the T before the stitches. No one ever says that though. They just say stitches. It's stitches. Anyway, and wouldn't you have it? Wouldn't you believe it? Wouldn't you know it? The day after this happens, the surf is firing and it's within my limits. It's beautiful. I mean, it's after a storm, so the water's all poo brown, but there is some good offshore wind. No, man, there was barrels left and right out there today, and one person was out, and then one person was at Tilbury. I was like, man, of course, the one time when I really want to hit it, can't be in the water for 3 weeks. This is actually a little painful right now. I've got a little pain coming from it. I'm not going to lie, it's a little painful. I was out there working on Govan. I'm putting in this voltmeter and this temperature gauge, and I'm having a great time with that. There's been help that's been offered my way, and I've taken it and I've learned, and I'm just now at the point where I'm almost finished, but it's very difficult to sort of get under areas and put your head up and look for things when you can't really move your elbow and you kind of keep it all, your shoulder, trying to keep it all stationary. What I don't want to do is pull the stitches apart. Wasn't very fun sleeping last night, and I'm a little underslept, a little overtired, but whinge. People are dying out there. There's kids in third world countries that don't have any water, and you're whinging about not being able to go surfing because you've had stitches. Come on, man. Put it in perspective. So, I've got an Apple script running. That wasn't cool. I'm just gonna run in front. Okay, it doesn't matter. There'll be a little bit of stutter there. This Apple script is pretty demanding. So what else was I going to say is, so part of this job with Govan to put this voltmeter and this temperature gauge and stuff in involves some soldering, or soldering if you're American. What the hell? Solder? The crap? What? America? Solder. It's spelled SOLDER, but you guys call it soldering? The hell are you talking about? Now you guys get a pass on many phrases. Aluminum and aluminium, you're correct in that instance. It's aluminum, not aluminium, but it's definitely solder, not solder. So fuck off. I'm not good at soldering or soldering, but I've been learning and I've been watching tutorials and I've been getting better. And I've discovered there's a little technique for it that might help you. And my technique for correct soldering is, don't just put the wires, like if you've got 2 wires, and I've got a rad little tool here, which you should definitely have something like this. So you got the tools, the little grips, and you put the little wires in it. You adjust these how you want them. I've discovered that you don't just put the wires together and start going for it. What I do instead was I take all the strands of the wires apart, and then what's that? Avatar. When the Avatar guys are having sex, they shove their tails together. That's kind of what I do with the wires. I do Avatar sex. Then I sort of really get in there good, like give it a good old hiding, give it a good rubbing in there. And then I twist it a little bit. And then I twist it like the actual wires are twisting together and make a loop. Now then you got like almost like a little circle, which then you can heat up from the bottom and just drip the soldering into it. Seems to work for me. I mean, the only problem is you do get a little bit of a lump on the wire, but I mean, at least it's a good connection and it works. So I'm learning as I go, and I tested it. Everything worked. It's funny, the wiring is backwards. I had to run a 12-volt wire from the battery and another 12-volt wire from an accessories fuse. And I swear to you, on the devices, it's backwards. Red is power and white is the accessories. You'd think, right? Red's always power. Red, 12-volt red. Black, earth. No, the white one is the power. And how do I know? Because when I turn the ignition off, the device stays on. So I swap them around and turn the ignition off and it turns off. So yeah, I'm learning and slowly progressing. By the way, this chat is extremely fucking quiet. Am I talking to nobody here again? Is that what's going on? Well, okay. I want to learn about Project Kuiper, but I also want to go and grab myself a coffee. And because no one's here, I'm not even going to say what I'm doing. I'm just going to go. I'm getting a coffee. All right. Coffee obtained with a cookie. Let's move on and learn about Project Kuiper. Project Kuiper is Amazon's low Earth orbit satellite broadband network. Its mission is to deliver fast, reliable internet to customers and communities around the world. So their mission is identical to Starlink. Starlink was first to market, obviously. There's a video here, Project Kuiper, journey to launch, fast, affordable. Let's watch it on YouTube. No, let's watch it here. I want to watch it on the big screen though. Can't we just click that button? Why is it not opening? Yeah. Anyway, we've got another video coming up. We got two videos, but we'll just read their mission statement. Hundreds of millions of people on Earth lack reliable internet access. Project Kuiper will help close the digital divide by delivering fast, affordable broadband to a... That's the trouble with Starlink. Arguably, it's not that affordable. To a wide range of customers, including consumers, businesses, government agencies, and other organizations operating in places without reliable connectivity. Oh, wow, it's only new. Sorry, I shouldn't have grabbed the cookie, but I was hungry. Project Kuiper began a full-scale deployment in April 2025, the first of more than 80 launches from Arianespace, Blue Origin, SpaceX, and United Launch Alliance. Okay. This is the video I've got tabbed out, Project Kuiper Journey to Launch. I mean, the main thing here, I guess, is pricing, you know? What's the pricing? Tell them the price, son. Let's take a look at this video, the first of two.
It all starts with a countdown. But a countdown to what exactly?
Ignition.
6 years ago, we took on a journey to build the most advanced and the most modern communication system in the world.
Who's talking?
There are almost 3 billion people that don't have high-speed connectivity.
Imagine if they had the ability to be connected just like you and I do, what
Who's talking? We haven't seen anyone's head yet.
they could do, what
This guy.
contributions they could.
That's Rajiv.
They had the ability to be connected just like you and I do, what they could do, what
It's Rajiv Badyal. He's VP of Tech.
contributions they could make.
This mission is ambitious for a truly worthy cause. It's going to impact communities that cannot be reached with fiber, traditional communications. The solution really has to be from space.
Basically, they're just copying Starlink. They're doing the same thing, just later to market. No shade in that.
You can think of Project Kuiper as a three-part system: the satellite constellation, the customer terminal, and just as critically, the ground network and software that ultimately deliver connectivity.
Now, I hope they're going to get as much flack as Elon did for putting up Starlink satellites and ruining the night sky, because everyone was crying foul for that. Are they going to cry foul again?
Set out to design the most advanced satellite network ever built, and we have created the whole thing in-house at Amazon. You need just about every technology area to contribute to build the satellite: the propulsion system, the solar arrays, the silicon, the phaser antennas, the optical inter-satellite links.
The team has to be innovative, agile, resilient as we're moving very, very fast. Building, testing, developing in-house has been an extraordinary ingredient.
What do they mean by in-house? Like, where else are they going to do it? We're going to test it at Bob's place. Of course you're going to test it at the place that you built it. What do you mean? Once they launch it, they test it again, right? That's not in-house testing. That's in-space testing.
When we first proposed Project Kuiper internally, one of the first questions was, can you produce an affordable customer terminal? We knew that was going to be the linchpin of our system.
The big breakthrough for us was combining transmit and receive antennas into a single aperture.
The big break for us was when we saw that Starlink did put the receiver and the antenna in the same thing.
No one had ever done this in the K-band. That let us pack a ton of performance into a really compact, really low-cost design.
Why is it white? It should be black. Starlink is white. They should make theirs black or gray or something.
To build tens of millions of these antennas, and we are well on our way. The design is done. We're now in the factory manufacturing it.
We talk about the satellites and constellation, but Kuiper is a satellite constellation being operated as a network across hundreds of ground gateway terminals.
Our ground network is spread out all over the world, and each site connects back to AWS. We already have a bunch of these sites installed everywhere from Australia to Germany, and more of them are coming online every month.
So Amazon Web Services, that's a good interjection, I guess, or that's a good point of difference from Starlink. Starlink doesn't have anything like that, right? So they're going to tap into their AWS and use, there's going to be joint, somehow they're going to join the two together, and you're going to get a bonus by using for your web hosting AWS plus your project Kuiper. I don't know.
There's a big difference between launching 2 satellites and launching 3,000 satellites.
Yeah, there's 2,098 differences.
The past couple of years, my team has really been focused on how to achieve scale. Our own dedicated payload processing facility gives us the ability to control our own destiny. We've got the capacity to integrate up to 5 satellites per day and launch 3 simultaneous campaigns. Heavy lift rockets have higher performance, so we can take more satellites to orbit on any given launch. All of our heavy lift launch partners have had a successful first flight, so that's been a pretty exciting thing for us to see because we made those investments years in advance.
All of the pieces have come together to support that first launch, and the next one, and the one after that. It might not all go perfectly, but we have an incredible commitment to this project and an incredible team committed to its mission. All roads lead here, a countdown to launch. And with more than 80 missions planned, we're just getting started.
I mean, that all looks pretty flash. Tell us the price, son. Can we learn a little about the pricing? Let's go to their website or to their YouTube channel. First production satellite launch, journey to launch. That's what we just watched. A customer story already from a year ago? Three months ago was their last upload. Let's take a look at this YouTuber, TechTree11, with a whopping 14 subscribers. Holy shit, this guy's got 14 subscribers. This video's got 1.7 thousand views. That's quite a good view. Let's take a look.
Battle in space. Amazon and SpaceX are competing to connect the world with satellite internet. Who will win the race for satellite internet? Project Kuiper or Starlink? Stick around because we're going to compare.
Oh, the race has already well and truly started, and Starlink are well and truly in a far better position right now. However, with moves like pause on standby mode crap, that's why I'm looking at a Kuiper, right? Because of this pause crap.
Them on everything, technology, coverage.
That is not how you spell technology. That should be how you spell technology, but that's incorrect.
Prices, and more. Let's start with the titans behind each project. Project Kuiper is Amazon's bet. Starlink belongs to SpaceX, Elon Musk's aerospace company. Both companies want to bring fast and reliable internet to every corner of the planet. Both companies have a history of...
Every corner of the planet? There are no corners on a globe. What's with that phrase? Like, does nobody ever pick that up? To every corner. There's no corners. It's a globe.
Technological innovation, but their approaches are different. Amazon is betting on commercial integration with its services and partners, while SpaceX uses Starlink as a pillar to fund its space missions. Starlink leads the way. It already has more than 7,000 satellites in operation and a goal of reaching 12,000 satellites in total and offering service in dozens of countries from 2020. Kuiper, on the other hand, has not yet started operations, but launched its first 27 satellites on April 9th with the goal of reaching more than 3,200 in the future. Both projects promise high speed and low latency, ideal for video calls, games.
Why are we talking about it like it hasn't happened yet? Starlink is already well and truly in play, and they don't promise, they deliver. Low Earth orbit satellites with low latency, high speed internet. The only reason that they're being questioned by me right now is because of this stupid change to their pause.
Gaming or streaming, Kuiper will offer up to 1 gigabit per second, while Starlink today offers between 50 and 250 megabits per second with premium 1 gigabit per second options.
Oh, so they do offer it. This guy's dumb, right? What a stupid YouTube video. Amazon offers 1 gigabit per second internet connections. Currently, Starlink only offer 250 megabits with 1 gig options. Oh, so they do offer it. Did you hear that? Listen to this crap.
For video calls, gaming, or streaming.
Wait, you got to hear it from the full context.
3,200 in the future. Both projects promise high speed and low latency, ideal for video calls, gaming, or streaming. Kuiper will offer up to 1 gigabit per second, while Starlink today offers between 50 and 250 megabits per second with premium 1 gigabit per second options.
So that should have been between 50 to 1 gig is what he should have said. By the way, are we really streaming to nobody? There's no one chatting here? I got 34 viewers and not one person chatting? Is that what's going to go on? Are we going to do that? Is that how this is going to... Okay, that's how it's going to roll. Then I'll just talk to myself.
50 megabits per
What you
second
up to, man?
with
Just chilling.
premium 1 gigabit per second options. Starlink uses a pizza antenna that costs about $500.
The fuck are you talking about? 4 months ago, the dishes have not been the dishy McDish face they've been this shape for so long, dude. No wonder this guy's only got 14 subscribers. Probably got more viewers in a live chat than I do, though. What? Huh?
$199. Amazon will have 3 models of terminals starting at less than $400, including a portable version for vehicles.
Is this sounds like iDubbbz? Doesn't this guy sound like iDubbbz?
$400, including a portable version for vehicles. Starlink charges between $90 and $120.
Is this is iDubbbz, right? Tech Tree 11. Is that who's behind this channel? From Colombia. Joined in 2024, joined this year. Just sounds like iDubbbz.
US dollars per month, which is high in many countries. Amazon has not yet disclosed pricing, but plans to subsidize handsets and offer a more affordable alternative, especially in emerging markets. Today, Starlink is the undisputed leader in
This is probably just AI, right? And they've said use the voice of iDubbbz. Anyway, look, let's move on because just to cap this off, the reason I'm checking out Kuiper is because of Starlink changing their pause on their program. Now you got to pay $8.50 a month to just have the thing. I don't even want it turned on, but I got to pay $8.50 a month. Elon, take a big fat one. That's lame. So we're looking for alternatives, and we'll keep an eye on what they are. The other thing I'd suggest, if I could make such a bold suggestion to Bezos at Amazon, the other big issue with Starlink, and it's only my take, not everyone shares this opinion, but why can't the account that you have be agnostic is the word, right? Why does your account have to be linked to a device? Much like when you've got a phone, right? You just put a SIM card in the phone, and so your SIM can go in any phone, and you can operate the phone using that SIM card. Why are the devices linked to accounts? Like I've got the Starlink Mini, right? Now, I used to have the Gen 2, the bigger dish. Didn't need it. Wanted the portability of the Mini. Why? Because when we get to a campsite and you want to take a walk to a waterfall, you want to still have internet, so you want this on your backpack so you can go mobile. So I thought the Mini was more suitable. I already owned the Gen 2. It was already in place. Why couldn't I just buy the Mini, put that in my backpack when I'm in New Zealand, put that in my backpack, leave the Gen 2 on the vehicle. Now, while I'm driving and I need the internet, on your app, you just select which device you want to currently use. You use the Gen 2. Cool, no worries. Off you go. When you get to the campsite, you swap it out. I want to use the Mini. On the app, you just select the Mini. The Gen 2 turns off. the Mini turns on, you're good to go. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to have individual accounts with a separate plan per device. Now, I'm sorry, Elon, that's fucked. That's fucked up because you already own the product. So you're paying for the service. What Elon's effectively saying is you can only use this service on the device that we tell you can use, which is screwed. If you want the portability and you want to provide internet for everybody all over the planet, and now that they've got Starlink in your phone as well, so like when you want to use the Starlink on your phone, are you telling me you've got to have another account for that and pay the monthly subscription for that? You can't just say, well, I'm not using the Mini right now, I'll just turn that off in the app and use the phone, because you can use your Starlink in phones now. So I don't know, like I just feel like Amazon could. They're at that point where they're launching, they're about to get this into play. I really hope, and someone send this to the people that be, but someone needs to sort of look at it and go, okay, we'll do things differently. We'll do things differently. Speaking of doing things differently, H-Man, hello the internet. How you doing, Hendrik? Good to see you, man. You're the only person here, so I'm going to talk directly to you. How you going, H-Man? It's nice to see you, man. I'm ranting and raving to no one. I've got some good points, though, but no one's here to hear them except you. So just factor that in. Keep that in mind that I've got great points here, but there's nobody here to share them with me. Aside from you, of course, and you're certainly worthy. You're well? Okay, good, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm well, too, kind of. Psych. Yo, Sophia, not the only person. How you doing, Sophia? Wow. How you doing, Sophia? It must be good to see you. I mean, it would be good to see you. It will be good to see you. It'll be great to see you. Everybody say hello to Sophia in the chat. I'm pissed. Well, for someone who doesn't drink, you can't be, you're pissed off. Okay, gotcha. Imagine you'd drank all the Baileys and all the ice cream and you're like, I'm drunk. No, you're pissed. Okay, what have I done now? No, was it me? It was not. Pissed off. There it is. There it is. Yeah, so end Starlink and Kuiper rage and rant, but let's look back at this in, say, a year when Kuiper is up and running, and maybe Starlink have to change their plans to suit, two products in the marketplace generates competition. Always better for the consumer. Not at you. Okay, cool. Yeah. And Hendrik's saying hello. I don't, so Hendrik, Sophia might not see that because she's in the YouTube chat. Unless she's watching the screen where the multi-chat pops in, she might not see it. She's there though. What do we got here? We got other tabs. We got tabs out the wazoo still. I'm rocking my way through these tabs. What's this one? Oh, Hendrik, you'll be pleased for this. It's only a minute and a half. Trump shows concern for worried BBC Ukraine reporter during a press conference. He does.
Vladimir Putin really has to end that war. People are dying at levels that people haven't seen before for a long time. Go ahead. Go ahead. White shirt. Oh, she's all excited.
Okay. So, BBC News Ukrainian.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Oh.
So my question to you is whether or not the U.S. is ready to sell anti-air missile systems Patriot to Ukraine. We know that Russia has been pounding Ukraine really heavily right now.
Are you living yourself now in Ukraine?
My husband is there.
Wow.
And
I can see you very, it's amazing.
And me with the kids, I'm in Warsaw actually, because he wanted me to be.
Is your husband a soldier? No?
He's
there now?
Yeah.
Wow. That's rough stuff, right? That's tough. And you're living here?
In Warsaw.
And you're a reporter?
I am.
Good. So let me just tell you, they do want to have the missiles, okay, as they call them, the Patriots. And we're going to see if we can make some available, They're very hard to get. We need them too. We were supplying them to Israel. And they're very effective, 100% effective. Hard to believe how effective. And they do want that more than any other thing, as you probably know. That's a very good question, and I wish you a lot of luck. I mean, I can see it's very upsetting to you. So,
well, hang on. What did he answer the question though? No, she did. He said they're going to supply them, right?
Whether or not the U.S. is ready to sell anti-air missile systems Patriot to Ukraine. We know that Russia.
So she's asking whether America is going to sell missiles to Ukraine, and he said yes, they are. Sophia said, I do see it on the screen. Hi, Hendrik. Okay, so she's watching the screen. It's so good to have you here, Sophia. I do like when you pop in the chat. What happened to piss you off? I'm assuming something house related. I think everybody's well and truly aware, or at least Hendrik, you're the only other person here, aside from 31 other viewers, or 28, not including Sophia and yourself, and myself. I'm assuming, Hendrik, you're aware that Sophia is someone that I've been dating for a little while. Kept it a little bit of a secret, but it's now out there. There's a couple of actually, it's going to be a little while till they hit the. It doesn't matter anyway. So I'll be in Tasmania this time. Actually, I'll already be back by this time next month. What's the date today? August 28th. Yeah. You had a guess, yes. I think I mentioned this subtly a few times. But now it's completely out there. Yes, Sophia, correct. Something house related. Another problem. Fucking over it. Am I allowed to swear in the chat? Yes, you are. I don't have any. I don't have any issues. Well, there's no demonetization for swearing. In fact, YouTube rolled back their. There used to be a rule. It was a very odd rule. You weren't allowed to cuss within the first X amount of time on a live stream, and that time was like proportional to how long the stream was. So it was a percentage kind of thing. Like for the first 7% of the stream or something, you couldn't swear, which is kind of weird. But I figure they thought, or I guess they were factoring in that people that just join a stream from the moment it goes live, and then they'll just dip out when they realize that the content's not for them. So if you're starting a stream and the first thing you're letting fly is F-bombs and C-bombs, that doesn't look good. People will turn off immediately. But if you get sort of a certain amount of the way through it and then you start swearing, those potential new viewers that might have been recommended the stream are now no longer there anyway. So I guess that's what they were thinking. How do jet engines work? I've got no fucking idea. See, I can swear now because it's far enough in.
Birds fly by pushing air.
They do?
Mankind has made many things that push air. One of the greatest machines that push air is the jet engine. Jet engines suck air in the front and push a jet of air out the back.
Speaking of pushing air, I just farted. Hendrik, I always fucking swear when I fucking feel like it. Fuck yes.
That force is called thrust, and it moves an airplane through the sky. Let's see how it works. A big fan at the front of the engine pulls air around.
Wait, what are you streaming about today? I'm confused. So Sophia, because you're new here, because you're new to the stream, not new to me, but new to the stream, and normally I'm up to speed with it, but we've got a lot of links that people have provided in my Discord server to go ahead and watch on stream and react to. So these are just a variety of different tabs. I don't know who put this one in the Discord because I stopped streaming for a while. Pretty much when I met you, I did other things with my time because our time was limited. So I spent a lot more time away from streaming. Now that you're somewhere down there in the south, I've got more time to stream. So I'm going through these tabs. I did start thinking, I did start the stream talking about Starlink because I like to have a focus. But now as we get into I've been live for 50 minutes. As we move into the stream, it just meanders off on its own little course. I think I'm going to get along with Hendrik. Hendrik's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's been here from the get-go. I know Hendrik in person, in real life. We've met a bunch of times. And yeah, he's been here with me from the very beginning, more or less. As much as Charla was, which is still confusing why she's bailed on me, but Hendrik and Charla are definitely long-termers. I think Hendrik wins now because Charla's ejected. I almost said the other word that sounds like ejected but has an A in it. That's not what happened.
The engine and sucks air into the core. We'll come back to that outside air in a moment. For now, let's follow the air in the core. It goes into a compressor. something like many household fans joined together. Each fan
You know
gets
what? Hang on a
smaller-
second. Wait, they're teaching us how these jet engines work. And all I'm doing is thinking about Sophia. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking about her. I actually want to know how these work. I've always wondered how jet engines work. Hendrik, so is the pause thing confirmed for Australia? Yeah, dude, I got the email. This week. This dude's voice is obnoxious. Calm down. Do I sound like this in real life, though? Oh, wait, you mean the dude on the video? Ah, yes, of course she does.
No.
And smaller as the blades squeeze the air into a tighter and tighter space.
Oh, speaking of tighter,
Compressing
no. Rewind. Sophia, if you ever have links that you want us to watch on stream, let me know. I guess you could just send them straight to the editor, to me, or you could join the Discord. Don't join the Discord, just send it to me.
The air like you would squeeze a balloon. Until that squeezed air is mixed with jet fuel. A kind of super gasoline.
This
In the
background
combustor,
audio,
that air
this background music does not help me to learn. So basically the air gets forced into smaller and smaller spaces, and then they mix jet engine fuel with it. Speaking of tighter spaces, get your mind out of the gutter. It's difficult. It's difficult when there's so much water in that gutter. Shit. Yeah. Okay. You got me.
and fuel mixture meets a flame and shoots out the back of the engine.
This graphic isn't helping as well. I'm just saying. Speaking of shooting things out of it. Well, this is no. There's nothing unusual about this. Calm down.
The rush of hot air spins a turbine. The turbine is like a windmill that scoops up energy from the heated air and spins the shaft connected to the fan at the front of the engine.
By the way, Sophia, I don't know if you knew, and I'm not saying that you have to do this, but I don't know if you watch any streamers on Kick. I don't know if you even know what Kick is. Kick is like an alternative to Twitch. Kick is there's many good things about Kick. I stream there, and over on Kick, where Hendrik is right now, viewers acquire points the more that they chat. So there are some viewers that watch my stream on YouTube but chat in the Kick chat, and they generate these points, and then they can use those points in the shop to trigger certain alerts. Like there are alerts here. I killed Hendrik's alert, but I can trigger alerts myself here, but I've got to set like other alerts that only viewers can trigger. And I don't watch live streams at all. So, okay, I just thought if you ever wondered how people are triggering, like what I just talked over when Hendrik did, if you're ever wondering about that, it comes from the Kick chat. That's all. That's what I was trying to explain. Maybe I'll get you into live streams, I don't know.
Excess hot air from the combustor blows out the back of the engine, producing thrust.
Thrust?
Remember that air rushing outside the engine core? Together, the turbine and fan push a larger mass of air than the core ever can.
I'm so confused by what you just explained. Hendrik, hit her with another one. Hit her. I won't talk over it. Just hit her with some alerts. This is the viewer of my stream interacting with the content is what I'm saying. And you can do it by you only can do it if you're chatting in the Kick chat. And Hendrik, he chats there because then he accumulates. But there's no monetary value to this. It's just a thing on the website that they stack up and you can spend them. And Hendrik's not in the chat right now to explain or to illustrate, so this all sounds like a load of waffle. Perhaps he left his desk. It's all good. No problem.
And for much more thrust. But that extra air passing around the engine core works more efficiently if it moves more slowly than the hot air rushing out the combustor and the back of the engine. One of the first engine makers, Pratt & Whitney, recently designed a new jet engine that lets the fan push air more slowly than the turbine by putting an amazing gear between them. Pratt & Whitney calls this the pure power engine because it uses less fuel and makes more thrust at the same time.
Wow.
Less fuel saves money and cuts back on pollution, which is better for the environment and all living things. And when the fan moves slowly, the noise drops so much you can barely hear the airplane in the sky. It's a new design for jet engines and a new era for jet airplanes that we all can enjoy.
Can we not listen to a video of someone explaining about jet engines who doesn't sound like an AI twat? Well, that video is actually finished, so yes, we can. Now, do we want to watch this? I don't know. Elon Musk reveals Tesla 2025 motorhome for under $17,000. We already know that this is not real. I'm interested to sort of just get a glance at it though, like because the people were saying that he's doing this for less than $17,000, like a motorhome, like a Tesla Cybertruck motorhome kind of thing, and then it became apparent that it's not real; it's all phony. So speaking of AI, here we go again with AI. But I just want to see how convincing this is because they fool a lot of people.
The Tesla team has done an incredible job of executing over the past year. And we have many exciting years ahead of us.
Imagine hitting the open road in a fully electric, solar-powered Tesla motorhome. One that promises cutting-edge technology and zero emissions. Sounds sweet, right? Well, you're not alone in...
Don't do it. The battery technology isn't good enough yet. Okay.
Thinking so. The internet is buzzing with claims that Elon Musk has revealed the Tesla 2025 motorhome for under $17,000. This could be a game-changing entry into the RV market, a futuristic camper van set to redefine off-grid living.
So he didn't, though.
The idea of an affordable, self-sustaining motorhome may sound almost too good to be true.
It is.
But is it? Let's break down the rumors, separate fact from fiction, and explore what the future holds.
How have you made this a video that goes for 35 minutes when he hasn't actually announced anything, dude? Do we want to watch all this crap? It's just talk and waffle of AI generated images. Why'd they have to make it so ugly? See, that's the thing, Sophia. Then it's not actually real. It's just all generated graphics that people on the internet have come up with. It's not even a thing. Like he didn't say it. He hasn't said it. Yet the internet has been, for the last 2 months, the internet has just been cramming this shit down our throats, but it's all fake. It's not real. So I don't know why people are bothering with this crap. I mean, they're juicing it up, right? This video's had 91,000 views and it's been up for 5 months. YouTube is full of this fake shit now, H-Man. It is, dude. Yeah, I don't want to waste my time watching AI-generated crap. Here's a little article. YouTube ups the minimum age for live streaming to boost child safety. Interesting. YouTube detailed a minimum age requirement change for streaming, pushing it from 13 to 16. Those under 16 need to have an adult visibly present. Okay, that's fair enough. Child safety changes, that's cool. Okay, you do that, YouTube. Is there any chance, YouTube, that you could also look into maybe not siphoning off 30% of viewers' donations to a streamer? 30%'s very, very steep. 30%'s way steep, right? Considering Kick takes 5% off a streamer, you take 30. It's hideous. People have too much time on their hands. Yes, Sophia, they do. 13-year-olds definitely should not be streaming on YouTube. Yeah, that should have been a thing from the get-go, right? They shouldn't have allowed that. What is this? She asks if I know Chris Isaac, Wicked Games, and her voice shock. Oh, this is that same dude from the that video we saw the other day. Dovydas. This guy's he's a musician. It's a bit cringe. We'll see if this is any better.
Very good. How's everybody doing so far? Very, very good. Me too. It's my 100th time playing on the water. I'm just gonna, because it counts if you play on land and it rains, it also counts as a show on the water, right?
No.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay.
It's not really.
We have more talent on the boat. Tina Lee, we're gonna do another song. We should do. What else did we figure? What's on the list?
Back to Black. Back to Black, please. I love love that song.
I think that's an Amy Winehouse one.
Yeah.
You're bringing the Russian out of people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Want to do higher?
It's hard. Everyone's like jumping on the boat.
All right, we're gonna do. Any of you like Chris Isaac? He wrote that one song. Everybody knows him for one song.
I don't know who it
which
is.
Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. That's not the song. You know that one. Anyone with a toddler knows that one. Or with a grown-ass husband, they have to know that one too, right? Haha, boomer humor. Okay. I'm gonna put the
Yeah.
name
So this
together.
guy's a bit cringe. He was cringe last time. He's already cringe in this one.
I'm just roasting.
But this chick's in bikini, so this is a little more interesting than the last video. I'm out. Back to dealing with the fucking problems in this house. No worries. I'll talk to you after the stream. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like his tech though. He's got a pretty interesting idea here. You do follow him, but I don't think you sent. I don't know. I'm assuming this came from you, H-Man. I mean, I didn't bring it. I don't think. The production's pretty rad. I mean, obviously we're obviously hearing audio straight from the devices from the mix, but it sounds really good. Could be Dale. I've played him on stream before. Okay. Okay, this song. Okay, we know this song. It's good.
To make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do. To let me
Now we know who Chris Isaac is.
What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. To make me dream of you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. These girlies only gonna break your heart. No, I
Just out of curiosity, is that a camera down here? That there is a microphone on the edge of that, right down there in the center of the boat. That's a microphone, right? Not a camera. I think it's a microphone. capture the ambient. It's got a lens on the front though, halfway down. That's like a lens. Okay, he's won me over with this. That Viking jam thing he did the other time, that was hideous. This is working for me. I mean, it's a cover of a well-known song, and it's working really, really well. The tech's all good, everything. It's beautiful. It's never been done on a boat like this live or whatever. Everything's rad about this. He's definitely won me more than that other Viking video did. There's something about his eye contact that's a bit creepy, I feel. I don't know, I know he's a muso and he's like looking for the cues and everything, but something a little bit forceful about just his appearance in, I don't know, I might be misreading that.
Save me but you. It's strange what these lying foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
She's got a great voice.
And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No,
Yeah, this kind of stuff that he's doing now, it's just a bit lame. Is this live? Was this broadcast live? No, it's an upload. I just wonder how much processing he's done on this, because, I mean, it's not broadcast live. I wonder if you heard the actual audio that's coming out of the PA, because I'm not suggesting she can't sing. I'm not saying that at all, but I just wonder how much he's run this through like an auto tune and whatnot. I don't think it would have sounded this beautiful on location. I would love to see a live feed. I mean, does he have live content on his channel? Let's take a quick squiz. Let's pause for a moment and have a little. There's a live tab. Streamed 6 years ago. The latest live stream he did was 6 years ago. Yeah, so he's not streaming live, so none of this stuff is live. Yeah, I just wonder how much of this is post-processed. I wonder if I can search for the word there. I was there. Just scrolling through and just search for the word there. I wish I was there. Wish I was there. There's something so wrong. I wish there. Some real chemistry going on there. I'm jealous. Wish I was there. Wish I was there. No, so no one was there, I guess. I thought someone from that might have been there might have said, yeah, it wasn't sounding like that when I was there. Is that that's Hank from Breaking Bad. Hank's what was his wife's, not Skylar, the other one. Hank's yeah, he's downgraded. He's also dead, so that can't be him in the TV show. He's a fictional character. See, now we cut to the actual field audio. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to get the crowd ambient sounds.
That was Tina Ley, everybody. Give it up to Tina Ley!
Not poo-pooing it, just saying it might not be all it's cracked up to be. Heron Keck tunnel boring machine. My ex-stepdaughter sang like that. Incredible. Wow. Got a good set of lungs. This is an animation. What have we here?
The following computer animation shows the way Earth pressure balance shields work. Taking as an example the Heron Connect EPB shield used for a subway construction project in Barcelona.
We have another AI-generated schlop.
As part of the extension of Subway Line 9, the machine S442 excavates a 3.6-kilometer-long section between the subway stations Gornal and Zona Universitaria. The tunnel route crosses beneath Barcelona's historic city center, densely populated residential areas and roads. In order to avoid any damage to the sensitive buildings, subsidence, heave, and vibrations must be avoided at all cost. In addition, the impact on traffic above ground must remain as small as possible.
I don't know if I can do it. I can't. It's an AI-generated piece of junk. I want to learn about it, but it's just AI. What do we got? Oh, the Tipsy Panda. Well, we could, you know what? I'm going to grab myself a homebrew. Where are we now? Yeah, we'll finish up with the Tipsy Panda. Or should we take something in front of the Tipsy Panda? What time we haven't been live for? I want to try to do a 2-hour stream. Let's not hit Tipsy Panda just yet. The closest ever images of the sun. This is from NASA.
Liftoff of the mighty Delta IV Heavy rocket with NASA's Parker Solar Probe.
Ever since NASA's Parker Solar Probe launched into space in 2018, it has been circling closer and closer to the sun and taking images along the way. In December 2024, it made its record-breaking closest approach to the sun. That's when it took these historic close-ups of the solar atmosphere, images that are changing the way we understand our star.
Wow. With images like these ones, we are actually going to have this full understanding of how the solar atmosphere works, and in particular, to try to predict the solar activity and mitigate its impacts.
The images were taken by the spacecraft's Wide Field Imager for Solar Probe, or WISPR, which observes space in visible light. WISPR doesn't look at the sun directly. Instead, it captures solar material just as it comes off of the sun.
So not being dumb here, but that's extremely hot, right? Like we get burnt by the sun here on Earth, and they're closer with this camera. So that camera risks getting hot, right? I'm outside having a smoke, but doctor reckons it's better than drinking. Okay. Doctors once prescribed cigarettes to patients.
When it took these images, the spacecraft was only 3.8 million miles from the sun's surface. If Earth and the sun were 1 foot apart, Parker Solar Probe was about half an inch from the sun.
Whoa.
At that distance, the spacecraft was immersed in the solar atmosphere known as the corona. Here,
the corona! The COVID.
Streams of electrically charged particles flow outward from the sun at over 1 million miles per hour, forming the solar wind that fills the entire solar system.
Wow.
These images reveal previously unseen details at the origin of the solar wind.
The amount of clarity and the amount of details that we got from Parker Solar Probe is totally unprecedented. But also we see phenomena that you didn't really see before, and that's where the fun begins.
If you look closely, you can see key features in the image.
It's very warm there. Spring has sprung. It's kind of warm here too. I believe it's like 18 or something. Let me just tell you. But yeah, it's kind of warm. 16. It feels like 12. No, it feels like 18. Yeah, I feel like we're not far out of winter. Winter's almost done, right?
And that's where the fun begins.
If you look closely, you can see key features in the images. This is a collision of 3 large
26
outbursts of
for
solar
you?
material known as coronal mass ejections, or CMEs.
The most impactful events, multiple events that are one following the others, and understanding that interaction between CMEs will help us also have another view of their potency for space weather.
When the most impactful eruptions reach Earth, they can trigger auroras, but they can also harm satellites, disrupt power grids, and expose astronauts to dangerous radiation. On the far left, there's another key feature. This region marks an important structure known as the heliospheric current sheet. If we zoom out and look at the sun from the side, the current sheet looks like a twirling skirt that extends out from the sun and across the solar system. This
Bizarre.
invisible current sheet is a boundary separating where the solar wind's magnetic field changes direction.
It's so strange that this star gives life to our planet. Oh, that's confusing, isn't it? There must be other suns out there, like in the other parts of the galaxy.
From north to south.
It surrounds the whole sun, and it never disappears. That's actually one of the regimes of the solar wind that we have to understand.
The current sheet is important to study because it can affect how impactful eruptions can be at Earth. We've never seen these phenomena in such detail before, and scientists are continuing to study these images to piece together how the sun affects Earth and the rest of the solar system.
Parker Solar Probe is opening our eyes on a new reality about our star, the sun. It is rewriting the textbooks for us.
Wow. How's it not getting burnt up, you know? Like, that's the question I've got. It's out there blasting itself that close to the sun, but how's it not getting burnt? Because that amount of heat is certainly going to be an issue for most metals, right? Most metals we know. Shall we move on to our Tipsy Panda? I'm just checking some other tabs we might be able to slide in first. I guess Sophia has seen a few auroras. You mean actual? I guess you meant being in Tasmania. Are they more prevalent in the south? I know they're more prevalent in the north, the northern lights. But yeah, I know. No, there was some auroras. Last few months ago there was some pretty spectacular ones in the south. So we got to the Tipsy Panda, but I'm going to go and grab myself a beer. But what were we up to here? We're up to Hurti-Gruten. Hurti-Gruten. This is the vlog we're going to watch of the Tipsy Panda. We won't watch it yet. We'll come back in and take a look at that. Yeah, you meant in the south. Yeah. Cool, yeah. I thought you might have been a euphemism for something else, some other aurora, an aurora borealis. That doesn't work. I'll be right back with the beer. Enjoy some surfing. Homebrew alert. Exclamation drink. Exclamation pour in the Chisel chat. Any Slack Track news? Yes, James from Slack Track from Solo Shot did respond to me, and he said he's going to prioritize it. Now that was last week or beginning of this week, and so far nothing. How's he pouring it without even opening it? Thank you, H-Man. I don't mind though, because I can't be in the water for another 2 weeks because of this BCC that's been cut out of my arm. So I can't go surfing anyway. But I do want my Solo Shot back. Tipsy Panda, Hurti-Gruten. Wow, looks beautiful. Or is he still in Iceland? Hurti-Gruten.
Alright, so it is 12 o'clock in the morning and I'm just on board the ship now. Boarding was pretty easy. It's just show them your passport and you get your room key and a little bit of paper. And I am room number 656 right there. So I think you just put the bag down, put your key into the slot.
Remarkable.
Green light. Oh, crikey. Push it open.
Hurti-Gruten Flaventuten.
And that is for the first time looking at the room. Okay.
Damn, dude. I couldn't even swing a cat in that room. It's that tiny.
It's pretty alright. Got a TV. Got a bed. That's all that matters. This would be another bed, I think. But I've got a room all to myself. 1 second. I need to get the lights on in here. Alright. Crikey, okay. So, cupboard.
That's so small, isn't
throwing
it?
Stuff. Lovely. Some of that stuff. A hairdryer, a phone, another empty cupboard. Good. TV. 2 wall sockets. The card that you're given has your name, your booking number.
Yeah, how's it cool is his name?
The dates. And your.
How cool is his name?
Has your name.
Zalian. His name is spelled Xiaolin. Now that is a fucking great name. Zalian. I want that name. Zalian. That's so cool. I thought Benon was cool. Any name that starts with an X or a Z, instant props, right? Zalian. It's actually said Charlin. Zalian.
Your booking number, the dates, and your whatever you're doing. They give you a.
So rad.
I don't know what is this.
USB stick? Shower cap. That is a shower cap.
Oh,
chocolates. Nice.
Some chocolates, which I'll
not quite a shower cap.
charge myself on later. Dear Ambassador. Oh, it's because I'm ambassador of the thing, because I signed up for VIP, whatever, etc., etc. Telly remote.
Usually those televisions inside ships are for the ones that have for the rooms that don't have a porthole. Those televisions they provide camera links that you can see what's happening outside.
I'd imagine something about a cruise card, money,
Velkommen,
brekkie, lunch and dinner, bistro, all that rubbish. I'll read that all tomorrow. I'm too tired right now. I can't be bothered. Need to take a shower and go to bed. Not going to unpack as such. Alright. Good night. Alright, so just before I do go to bed.
Good night.
That shower was very good. Heaps of pressure, as warm as you want it. Can go cold as well. And now we have to do one more thing before we go to bed. We got to try the chocolates.
Whoa.
Okay, so
empty calories, Zalian.
Some sort of white one.
Yeah, Dora had the ship view. Yeah, you know, Hendrik. Yeah. That's where you can still see what's going on outside.
There, something there. Okay, so this one, caramel.
He's gonna eat them all.
Good. Nice.
You pig.
Melts in your mouth. Bit of liquid ooze inside of it. Guessing this is white chocolate. That one is very good. Passion fruit. I didn't expect that. I thought it was
Passion fruit.
It's a solid block of white chocolate, but no, it's passion fruit. It's
Wow.
very nice.
He's holding down on all of them.
And that looks like some sort of nut. First one is salted caramel. The next one is passion fruit toffee, and then hazelnut praline.
See, I don't know. I never needed to watch my figure, and I don't really need to anymore, but I just wouldn't eat that. Like, I'd save those for tomorrow because you're literally going to eat and you're going to just, those calories are going to go straight to fat. Whereas if you ate them before you went out, then you can at least burn them off throughout the day. Yeah. Hendrik, you and I, we don't really need to worry about our figures, but it's interesting to note that other people might.
Whatever. There's a bin. No, whatever. I might have a bit of a look around the ship because I am kind of wanting to look around now. So.
I haven't seen this channel before. What's the name? The name is The Tipsy Panda. I'll give you a linky poo. This guy's Baxter's school friend. One of the only friends Baxter still has, so I don't know. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it's one of his only friends that he still sees from his high school days. Primary school, sorry.
This is what the out deck looks like. That looks like the hot tub.
Is it snowing? Yes. Schnee.
First impressions, customer service is pretty good.
Also, he's only got about 12 subscribers or something. 77. He's got 77 subs. I think Dale subbed to him. If you do sub, drop him a comment. Tell him we came from Gives a Minute. He'll be like, Gives a Minute? That's Baxter's uncle's channel. And we've been watching his content. We've watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his video. 6. We're on his 6th video. We're watching him explore the Northern Hemisphere.
It's very easy to board. Straight into your room. They gave me directions.
Just subbed. Swish, Hendrik. Let me refresh that trouser and see 77 become 70 art. Trouser refreshed, 78 subs. That's cool, man. Thanks, Hendrik. That's cool. Cheers. Appreciate you doing that. Like, he doesn't know we're watching this, I don't think. I don't know the guy. I mean, I've met him once, maybe twice with Baxter back in Janelli in the day. I don't really know him. He doesn't know me, but Baxter said, Zalian's got a YouTube channel. And I was like, he does? I'm there. I'm watching it. And so we watch it on the stream, Cool. Giving him some props.
Found the room, no trouble. And had a nice hot shower. And I liked the chocolates. The chocolates were good. Okay, let's take a look. Level 2 sauna hospital. Oh, vegetables and guest laundry. Okay, that's useful.
Not vegetables.
Activity, fine dining, bistro, coastal kitchen, walking deck, jacuzzi, which I'm on, and then explorer lounge and panorama bar, bakery and ice cream, fitness deck and outdoor deck. You might go up a deck then. Oh, there's a lifeboat. That's good to know that we have one. Must be the bistro.
Ship, and in particular from the arm outside on deck number 7.
It's beautiful.
Usually make a short stop and
holy shit, dude.
Pointing into the
that looks so amazing. Wowee.
The fjord. The opening of the fjord is only about 100 meters wide, and the fjord is
that's Boofles. So good, huh?
Long.
So
and
good.
This is also where the famous Battle of the Trollfjord took place in year 1890. This dramatic fjord is surrounded by steep and high mountains, towering up to around 1,000 meters. And due to these tall mountains and how narrow the fjord
I love it when it snows at sea level. I'm assuming it's sea, not a lake. I mean, it might be a massive lake system, but I'm assuming it's the ocean. I love it when snow falls at the ocean level. That's just super cool.
We are not allowed, or it's not safe enough to sail into the fjord, in particular not this time of the year, as melting snow and ice can bring large rocks, so we do not want to risk those hitting us.
Why not?
Alright, so just woke up. It is 8:30 in the morning. Just gonna have some brekkie.
What's this, day 2?
A little bit of juice and some scrolls. I'll have a look at the actual breakfast menu in the ship and take a look at what I think about that. But I might have another shower and then I go explore the ship. Alright, so it's been like
10 days since I looked at you.
On the cruise. I've been to the sauna twice. I've been to the jacuzzi 3 times. I haven't eaten at any of the restaurants yet. I think I might book for dinner today. I took a look at breakfast, but that was, I think, about $40 for an all-you-can-eat buffet, which I might do tomorrow, but I was fine with brekkie today. And the food that I have, obviously, is sweet stuff, which you can have at breakfast and, you know, nibble on a bit for lunch, but for dinner, you need to eat some proper dinner. So I might go down to the, I gotta book a table and reserve that. But gotta say, the target demographic here, they're like, it's like a retirement home on water.
Yeah.
Like they're all. I don't think I can see someone without glasses or someone almost bored. But we only have tomorrow a full day, and then I get off at 8 AM the next day. So not really 3 days, but for the first full day on the ship today, it's been alright so far. Alright, so I'm sitting down in the buffet dinner.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wearing glasses. Man, I'm not going to lie, Hendrik. I was soldering today. I'm using this device and I'm soldering and I'm looking down at it. And even at that proximity with my glasses on, these ones, I still wasn't getting a good focus on it. I was like, are you kidding me? I still can't. I got to move this. I've still, like, obviously my eyeballs have changed since the prescription and I had to move it further away, even with glasses on. They say getting old's no fun.
Try every dish.
Same here, right? You know.
Expensive dinners I think I've ever paid for. It was 625 Norwegian kroner. I didn't ask before I paid, but.
Hey Siri, what's 625 krona in Australian dollars?
625 Swedish kroner is $101.38.
He's not in Sweden, is he? He's in Denmark. Hey Siri, what's 625 Danish kroner in Australian dollars?
625 Danish kroner is $151.13.
He just had a $150 meal for himself. Zalian, you didn't research this shit before you went on this cruise. I mean, I don't know about this cruise, but the one that I went on with Danny was all inclusive. You paid, I guess Danny was staff, but you can buy the ticket that covers all the meals as well. You got your third set of glasses, Hendrik. Right on.
I guess that's what it's going for. So I picked a window seat to make the view worthwhile, but I think that's 625, that's 62, that's like 57 euros, so that's like $75 for this dinner, so this had better be good.
It's actually 150, buddy.
I got that last calculation wrong.
Yeah.
This dinner is $95.
Oh, wow.
That is crazy.
He's in Norway. He's in Norway, not Denmark.
This dinner is 90.
Norwegian kroner. Hendrik, there was some paid restaurants on Dora, but mainly free. Yeah, that's the same. Same on that. Hang on. That's the one I went on, right? Dora. How's Danny doing? Should we, I was going to say, should we have a look at his channel? No, I kind of want to, I'm curious, but I'm also not curious.
$5. That is crazy. I'm going to have to stock up, put stuff in my backpack and take it back to the cabin.
Hell yeah.
$95.
I'll be taking bread rolls. I'll be taking all the mints. I'll be taking all the condiments. You were on Dora. Dora the Explorer, right? Yep.
That's 4 of these dinners would pay for my whole cruise. So I'm guessing Hurti-Gruten make a lot of money from just
take everything you can
on board. So, but it is what it is. I'm on holiday, so gotta dig in. All right. So for the first helping, I have reindeer, some sort of fish, something, and some mashed potatoes.
Looks rad.
I'll let you know how it goes. The reindeer, it looks pink and it looks raw, but that's not even well done. That's congratulations right there. I don't know what I expected.
Looks rad.
But maybe if they're only $6, maybe a bit better. Mashed potato. Creamy.
Creamy.
I think they got a bit of cheese in there. There's something a bit different about that, but that's right.
Is it $100 worth of cheese?
This thing is some sort of. I should have looked at the label.
It's a bread, right?
Yeah, whatever. I should have picked the other side. There's not much of a view this side.
It's the fork, Luke. Not good, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it. He just spent $100 on this meal.
That's not my type.
That's horrible.
Right. I hope the fish is a bit better.
Wow, that's an interesting piece. It's an interesting piece of fish.
The fish is a bit dry, probably no marinade on it. The fact that it is based on the price of like almost 100 Aussie bucks right there. So
what I've discovered when you're traveling, you can't compare. You shouldn't, and I know you have to for budget reasons, but you shouldn't compare pricing in another country to, like it's people only do it. He needs to learn table manners. People only do it when it's the wrong way. Like when people go to like let's say like he's in Norway, right? Or he's off the coast of Norway. So he's saying that a meal on board this ship is super expensive when you're making it into Australian dollars, but you shouldn't be. You should be paying in Norwegian kroner. And then at that point, the food might be kind of normal, right? But people always say, well, but then the food's got to be excellent. It's got to be excellent. Does that mean when you go to Indonesia or Kuala Lumpur and you pay $6 for a fucking massive food, like good quality food, should that also be low quality food because it's so cheap? They only ever do it the other way where it's expensive, so it's got to be really good. But you're comparing it to Australia. You should be comparing it, or you shouldn't even be comparing it because you're in another country. You should be just equating it to the country you're in. That's what I'm saying. Of course, it's difficult when you're on a budget and you've got to factor in, you're paying for everything in Aussie dollars, so you're always going to convert it. But what you shouldn't do is convert it and then compare. You should just convert it and go, okay, food's expensive here. If you're playing with Aussie dollars, it's expensive. That's what I'm saying.
But the fish is deboned and it's nice and moist. It's not dried out. So yeah. So this is.
What was the food cost in Shenzhen? Man, super cheap. I mean, I didn't pay for anything because Jeremy looked after me for everything, but it was super cheap, super cheap. Yo, Dougski, how you doing, man? Can't stay. No worries. Good to see you, man. Hi, Gibbs. Good to see you, Doug.
It's pretty alright. That's the reindeer.
So it's a buffet, man. Alien. I hope you fucking fill up your pockets with this shit, dude. I'd be taking napkins and I'd be putting slices of that reindeer on my plate, then putting them in the napkins, then putting them in my bag. I'd be getting as many bread rolls and stuffing condiments into them. I'd be that place would be empty after I've finished.
Sweet potato puree, duck,
and
salad.
I know how to loot.
Potato salad with mustard, couscous and salad, drink station for teas and whatnot.
Dude, all those teas will be coming with me, or a good portion of them.
Nuts.
Look at those rolls, dude. That's camembert, right? Is that camembert cheese? Goat's cheese. I'd be just yoinking those out, like two of those under my arm. That's not bad for $100. Dude, it's a buffet. You can take as much. It's a buffet. You take as much of as you want.
Cheese,
crackers,
cheese,
slices. Dude, go and get your backpack and load that shit up. You got enough food there for the next 3 days if you do it slyly and do it correctly.
Bunch of other.
Are they oysters?
Fish.
Oh wow, that looks rad. I don't know what it is. Fisk.
Herring, tomato herring, everything herring. And some other weird stuff. Smoked salmon.
I'll be there for 3 hours. The trouble, Hendrik, good idea, but here's a problem with that. When you're on a ship and you've got a buffet and it's the one night only that you pay $100 for it and it's as much as you want to eat, if you sit there and scoff that shit for a 3 or 4 hour period, you've just wasted 3 to 4 hours on board the ship where you could be doing other things, exploring and having a look outside and blah, blah, blah. Also, then you're fucked for the next 6 hours because you've got to digest all that crap. The best thing to do is to eat what you need to feel full, but then take as much away as you can, you know. You're probably not meant to, but everybody does. And you can do it slyly, you know. Take a napkin, put it on your plate, go back for thirds with a big plate and just slowly move that stuff into the napkins, folding it up, putting it in your backpack, putting it in your other bag, take your camera out of the camera bag, put it in there, put some in your pockets. But before you're walking out of there, you're like the big Michelin man full of food. And you go back to your cabin, stash it. That's why they don't have fridges in there. They don't want you to do that. But if you're only on there for 2 days, you can get away with it.
Salmon.
Wow, that looks rad.
Hard, whatever. Some sort of soups as well. So far.
Salad's an easy one to scoff as well. You can just take that shit. Bring the Tupperware, right. Yeah, you should have brought some Tupperware on board the ship. True. Tell me he does.
So far, I think this buffet is mainly for older people.
What?
Because it doesn't have to impress much, and older people have a lot more money. It doesn't.
Zalian, I know he's a young boy. He's a young man. Food is not ageist. Food is food, dude. This buffet's for old people? What are you talking about?
I think this buffet is mainly for older people, and because it doesn't have to impress much, and older people have a lot more money. It doesn't impress me much at all.
Hard man to impress. This doesn't impress him.
Impress much, and older people have a lot more money. It doesn't impress me much
Wow.
at all. Like, look at that. It's not very appealing, but I guess.
What's his definition of old people? Well, man, don't forget, Hendrik, when we were his age, anyone that's like slightly older than we is an old prick, right? Like, I mean, he's just finished high school, so I guess he's, 16, 17, 18 maybe? I don't know. 16 or 17. So anyone that's above that is an old dude.
Older, you don't care what you eat. So
Well, what did he say then?
It's not very appealing, but I guess as you get older, you don't care what you eat. So
when you get older, you don't care what you eat? No, when you're young, you just scoff on anything. It's when you get older, you start to actually realize food is pretty rad. 17, I reckon, 17's 18 or something, yeah.
Yeah, for $92, I think it was a waste of money. I will not be buying dinner here again. But hey, you gotta learn. Alright, so we're pulling into a place called Svalbard. Looks pretty desolate. I probably should go out, but I already paid for the dinner, so I'm gonna stay here for as long as possible.
Hey, didn't I tell you? He just said what I said. You pay for the dinner and you sit there as long as possible.
The cheese and crackers was pretty terrible as well. I don't know how anyone eats any of this stuff. It's
Wait. How can you mess up cheese and crackers, dude? They're crackers. How they mess that up? There's like black pepper crackers and cheese of all kinds. Zalian's a hard man to please.
Pretty terrible as well. I don't know how anyone eats any of this stuff. It's just slop. Everything here has got carrot puree, pea puree, mashed potato. It's like people can't get stuff through their dentures, bro. Strawberry ice cream. This probably isn't even real ice cream, so I don't have high expectations. Hey, it's fat and sugar. It can't go wrong. It is fine. Also, I swear to God, it's like people they become something special when it gets to food like this. I was about to grab the one bit of cheese that I actually like, and the bloke in front of me just takes the whole block and knife back to his stable with him. I didn't say anything to him. But
You know what he's doing, Zalian? He's taking that knife and block of cheese and he's cutting it up, putting it into his backpack for later, which is what you should be doing. That's what he's doing.
To his stable with him.
I like that though.
About to grab the one bit of cheese that I actually like, and the bloke in front of me just takes the whole block and knife back to his stable with him. I didn't say anything to him, but like it was about this thick.
I would have said, Jesus.
This much cheese right there. And he just takes the whole thing, and I don't know if he's scared it's going to run out or something. Like, it's a cruise. They have almost an unlimited amount of everything. And people are animals when it comes to food and getting a seat next to a window or something like that. Like, they just have no concern for anyone else except themselves, which is people. It's just
Jesus. Exactly, Hendrik.
just an interesting observation with these old people on the cruise. Alright, so that was probably one of the L's of this trip.
The L is, Zalian, the L here is if you didn't take any food with you. The L is not paying $100 for a meal. The L is paying $150 Australian for a buffet on a cruise and not walking out of that kitchen, out of that restaurant with stuff for later. Please tell me you scoffed a whole bunch of stuff back with you. Please.
Alright, so that was probably one of the L's of this trip. Paying $100 Australian for essentially what was mush for old people who need to clean their dentures a bit better at night. Even the cheese on the cracker was terrible. How hard is it to mess that up? But at least I learned that I will not go back there for dinner, probably lunch or breakfast, and just buy what I need when I want to eat it.
Fuck me dead, Hendrik.
I didn't buy any drinks from them either.
Wait. What was wrong with the drinks? But don't forget H-Man. He's a young boy, you know. He's a young man and he's just having fun out there. Like we all, he'll probably regret this when he watches it back in a few years' time. Or maybe the food looked good and it was rubbish because it looked pretty sweet, right? It looked rad. I mean, but then again, we're old people and we got to clean our dentures.
And thankfully I didn't buy any drinks from them either, because that would have been another like $50, I guess. So yeah, there goes $100. That was probably a night in a hostel somewhere.
Yeah.
But
it looked great. It did.
I'm probably going to go to the jacuzzi.
Cruising. I guess this is copyrighted. Should have thought about that. That's probably a copyrighted song, right? We'll just let it roll without audio and unpause. I think he's going to let this vlog play out here. Just muting that music in case it is dingable. Yeah, it looks like it's going to wrap up with this. Nice time lapse there. Coming back into port. Thanks for watching. You're welcome, Zalian. So good to watch, so good to consume, so good to see. I like seeing creators. I like seeing creators that I know or that I know of. Like I said earlier, it's Baxter's old school friend. They're still mates to this day. And yeah, I'm going to continue to watch whatever he puts out just for the main curiosity of it, see where he takes this vlogging stuff. Like, you know, he's talking about everything he's doing and maybe it's a bit, you know, a bit over the top. Maybe he doesn't need to show us how to put a door key into a room, but it's all kind of fun, right? It's all new and he's a young guy having a good time out there on the planet. The best thing we can do is enjoy that through the beauty of YouTube. H-Man, thank you for being here with me. Sophia, when she was here too, thanks for her being with me. She's awesome. One day you'll get to check. You'll get to see her. So there is some videos coming of her on my channel coming up. Some dash cam funny stuff. She doesn't want to be on camera, so she's protecting her identity. So I blurred her in the frame, but there's some funny stuff coming up. She's quite. She's not here, is she? I don't think she's here. She's quite aggressive. I mean, most people are kind of aggressive. She's kind of a lot aggressive as a passenger. So the first time it happened was she didn't know. She definitely didn't know that I had a dash cam that records the internals. So my dash cam records the road, the cabin, and then the rear view as well. So you never miss anything. If something goes down, you get 3 angles of it. You get the incident, you get my reaction, so you can tell that I wasn't, let's say there was a rear end accident and you're thinking, well, you were to blame, Gibbs. And then you see the cabin view. Well, he was looking down at, I don't know, he was touching his phone or he was, the cabin view covers all that. And then the rear camera covers. So anyway, there was one time we were driving and we were somewhere in Nowra. Oh, pet barn. We were at the pet barn getting food for her dog. And someone pulled out in front and she was passenger and she just screamed at him. And I'm like, fuck, you're not even driving and you've that's really affected you? Like, it didn't really affect me and I'm the one controlling the vehicle. And she's like, yeah, well, fuck. And I was like, okay. And then and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got a dash cam and now I'm keeping that because that's worthy of, I'm going to post that. She's like, okay. And then when she knew that there was, then she flew off the handle again one time. It was really funny. And then there's some really cool footage. We got stuck. We didn't get stuck, but one night we were at Camberwarra Mountain underneath, not on the mountain. We were at the foothills of the mountain. She was showing me some stuff. She used to work in some places and blah, blah, blah. And she was showing me this area. And then a storm rolled in and we pulled up to this spot. Kind of off just on the bottom of the mountain. We pulled off this edge of the road where we got a good view of everything. And then she got on the roof of Govan and I got up there with her, but we watched the storm come in. We could see lightning in the distance and we watched it come in. And it got so gnarly. Like the storm clouds came in and like we were in the epicenter of an epic storm, like a heavy storm, like super gnarly. And it hailed. And so that footage of the dash cam as we're driving out, trying to find shelter, we had to get into like undercover area because it was heavy hail. And I wonder, and I asked her, I can't remember, she hasn't answered yet, but I asked her, I wonder if, so I've got a crack in the dash, in the windshield on Govan. So we had to I took a trip out to the tip with some of her stuff from her house and we were driving and there was no vehicle in front. There was no vehicle coming the other way. And my windshield there was just an almighty crack. I was like, what was that? I don't know. What do you think that was? I don't know. Didn't see anything. Nothing happened. And then about an hour later, I looked and I noticed there was like a small crack appearing. And now it's like this fuck off long crack like this on my windshield. And I wonder, it's not impossible that something fell out of the sky, possibly from a bird, like a stone or something, or where we were driving was next to like a forest area and there might have been kids that were throwing rocks. I doubt it, but it's possible. But either way, the other possibility is that when we went through that hailstorm a week earlier, the hail, which you see on the video, hitting the windshield, like literally hail just smacking the vehicle, perhaps it loosened and like ruined the integrity of the windshield, and then the next time something even small tapped it, it cracked. I don't know, but either way, I've got a cracked windshield that's going to have to be replaced. She seems cool to me from her in the chat. She's cool. Yeah, she is cool. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting few months. I mean, there's a lot coming up on my channel about her. I blame the hail. I mean, I'm going to ask ChatGPT about that. Is it possible the hail ruined the integrity of the strength of the windshield? But there was no car. That's the thing. When that noise happened, when it went crack, we both got startled. We were like, what the fuck? We didn't know what, because there was no one around. We were like, what the hell was that? I don't know. I heard it. I didn't see anything. And so we just kept driving, didn't think anything. And it wasn't until like a day later that I was like, oh, dude, I got a crack in my windshield. We didn't see the crack happen at the time. We just heard a noise. Pretty weird. Either way, though, I'm going to get out of here and I'll say tati. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, though. I'm going to stream tomorrow. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I reckon we're going to do a cap game. I reckon we're going to do music tomorrow. Just sit down and drink beer and listen to music. Now, we haven't done that yet on stream for a long while. Hendrik, I'm not going to use the spreadsheet or that stuff. There's going to be, I don't know, it's a new era and we're just going to start afresh with something. I'm going to play music and we're just going to listen and chill and talk and chat. I haven't even set that up in my OBS. I mean, all that stuff from those days of the cap game, the reinvigorated cap game, that's all gone. I've got to reload everything and redo it. I just want to listen to music. Perhaps we can listen to some music that Sophia's into. That'd be pretty cool. She's into her favorite band, Bring Me the Horizon and Sleep Token. She might want to, maybe we could take a listen. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to kick back tomorrow and do a music-related stream. Junk the spreadsheet. Yeah, I'll just trash that. That was really wonderful for that time. And it was kind of like, it was the crossover of like when D-Live died and then Kick came in and I got back from New Zealand and we were doing music, and it kind of rad that we could do it, but I don't think it's necessary to do it again. We'll just do music for music's sake, like get back to the roots, man, the roots. It'd be really rad. This is what it'd be sick. And this would be possible. It would be so sick for me to post a link, so somehow have the ability for viewers to see my entire collection as a list, so all 1 terabyte of whatever the music I've got, and to be able to, I say, okay, the jukebox is now turned on. For the next 5 minutes, you can queue up your songs. So you got to spend the Kick tokens or whatever it is, and you can add to the playlist of songs from my selection, from my collection. You can go through and select anything you want and trigger it. And then I say, okay, so now the jukebox is closed. So that only lasted for 5 minutes. You have to all get in there and do that in that 5 minute, or maybe 1 minute, maybe 60 seconds, maybe 120 seconds, 2 minutes of you can go through and choose stuff. And then we play like 10 songs at random, and then it cuts into the jukebox where it's your selections. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm almost certain that that's possible using bot tricks and kicks, but I don't know how to do that. So maybe we could do that while we're listening to music. We could look into how that's done. All that would mean would be that I'd have to host a. How would I do it? I'd have to ask ChatGPT. It got out of hand. Yeah, the spreadsheet was just the numbers and stuff. It was fun though. It was kind of fun to see that we could do it, and we did it pretty well. But ultimately, it was just like Hendrik won, Hendrik wins, Dale wins. Yeah, I think we should just get back to the roots of what makes music cool. Yes. 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 Yeah. 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 Yes. Dale's on top. No. Dale's on top. No. Yes. Oh, well, I'm going to get out of here, H-Man. Hey, thanks for sticking around, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Music regardless. See you, dude.